It's gonna be in English then, and this lightning talk is gonna be about disappointment. So, but first, I need a little bit of help from you guys, because since we're trying to drill down to the root cause of this, I need your best impression of disappointment. So, I'm gonna count down, and you do your best impression of "oh no" all together. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna put this into action. And now, which hotkey launches programs? Okay. We're gonna do some coding.
Oh no!
Yeah. All right. And what we're gonna do is explore an issue I had lately at work, which was about, and this is also a moment which we're all preparing for. The subject is how to parse in JavaScript. Okay, and get ready, guys. It says, "Oh no." This is not gonna be good. Okay, so first we've got some. Let's say we've got some XML to parse, right? So I'm gonna save this in some temporary location. This is a Mac OS, so I'm gonna be clicking Control instead of Command, and just excuse me for this, please, because I normally work on Linux. But okay, I just need a directory for this stuff, which I'm gonna promptly provide. So I'm gonna call it XML. I should have called it XML of despair, but I'll spare you this one. Okay, and we're calling this stuff parse.js. Okay, so now we've got some XML to parse, which will probably go like this. I'm gonna, oh Lord, where's the okay, this one. So now we're gonna construct a simple document, which would probably mean an invoice today, and we're gonna need to represent some line items, which are gonna be some simple shop items that we would normally find in your shopping cart. So it's gonna go like invoice, and then of course I need to close this stuff, and then we'll go with a simple like a product that says PC computer. Then we also need a service. This is a bug, which says assembly of PC computer, and then we also need a product, which is gonna be a sane operating system. We're banging on the floppy today. Okay, we need to parse this. So the first thing I need to do is find out how to launch the terminal window, please. Okay, Command J. Yeah, I've just started using VS Code, just having switched from Atom, but okay. And okay, we're in WarsawJS. We should go to where did I save this stuff? Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's documents. Okay. Okay. I'll allow you this one time. Okay, we're gonna do an npm init. Oh no, we haven't got an npm. This is not gonna work. Can we maybe get npm on here? I don't know. Okay. Well. Maybe then I'm just gonna show you, because I didn't prepare my development environment, but this is gonna be good as well, because first of all, there's a library called XML2JS, and it seems like the most popular stuff for turning XML to something sane. So how we would do this? Yeah, give me all the cookies. How we would do this? would be just to npm install XML to JS, and then basically do whatever it says on the front page, which is just parse string. We just pass the XML string into the object, into the function, and what it returns looks like. Where are those examples? Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah. Yeah. Just had this exact idea. Where's run kit? Yeah. Okay. Plan B. Okay. So we have this string that I'm gonna just paste right here. Yeah. And we're gonna see what it produces. Okay, this is our document. We're just gonna parse it and log the result. Did it run? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe just a good old console log, so that we can see JSON stringify of the result, but with some extra formatting so that we don't go crazy here. Okay, this should be better. Okay, it isn't really. I think actually that's the same thing, because it's number of spaces. Or okay, we're gonna go back to dir solution that just logs the object. Hopefully we'll be able to just unravel it as it is. Okay. Well, this is what happens on unpracticed live coding sessions. So don't try this at home, or worse at WarsawJS. Okay. So what we have here is an object that has it has two properties. It has a property named product and a property called service. So both of them are arrays. And we have two products and one service. What's wrong with this stuff? Okay, so if all we wanna find out is how many products and how many services and what they are is to find out, then we're okay. But one important thing is lost here. What if the shop that we're using relies on the ordering of elements? For example, if the customer phones us and says, I don't like the line number 2 on my invoice, then what do we do? Well, from this object, we have no chance whatsoever of recovering what number 2 was. So unless we want to do this, like enrich our XML, which is really uglifying it, there's no way we can apply this. So this here is called compact XML notation, and basically every single XML to JS converter uses it, except for one chosen library. So the library I mean is called XML-JS. Yeah, and it's totally different from XML2.js and from libxml.js, and also some other similar named stuff. So what it does, it's the only library which mentions anywhere the difference between compact JSON and non-compact JSON. So it says that non-compact JSON, okay, of course it's longer because it's non-compact, right? But what it does is actually, I'm gonna just zoom this in. Seeing anything at all? Okay, yeah. So we've got an array of elements, and this way we don't lose their ordering, the relative ordering. So we know which element was the first, which was the second one, and so on. And I would demonstrate this on this run kit snippet, but hopefully you know what it would look like. So it would be elements with type element, name, product, and so on. Okay, so this library provides us with some basic infrastructure. And this is so far the only library I've found which provides this essential feature. So basically 90-something% of all XML to JS converters are wrong because they get this basic stuff wrong. And where this really matters is not only invoices with indices that your customers can refer to, but also an important thing is, well, you might have heard the acronym SOAP. Oh no. Okay. So in SOAP, the ordering of elements can also matter because you have sequences of elements, and basically they function as positional arguments, but not quite. It's a really weird protocol. But what matters is this: most libraries will happily use the compact form, and the ordering in which they will send these parameters is the same ordering that you see here on the compact form. So they actually do object.keys, iterate over this, and the order of iteration, fortunately, it's defined in ECMAScript 6, but it wasn't in ECMAScript 5. And if you are constructing XML messages for SOAP and stuff in the browser, the chance was you would get some randomized order. So it was a big pain to work with this, and some messages were straight out unconstructable, and others were just tricky. I mean, who would have thought that if you change the order of keys in your code, it would produce a different XML message, right? One that was invalid and wouldn't pass XSD validation. And while we were at XSD validation, well, this is where it gets really weird. Okay, so we want to validate some XML against the XML schema in Node.js. So yeah, let's just find the first XML validator. Okay, so this one is based on. Okay, it doesn't really have that many weekly downloads, but it's version 0.5.2. So yeah, let's maybe skip it. Last published was 4 years ago, so it probably doesn't work at all. Okay, it uses libxml, so the native bindings have probably gone out of date, and it's probably like burning dumpster fire. Okay, so let's jump to the second one. And okay, I need to really boost the zoom here. Okay, yeah, this should do it. Okay. Okay, this is boilerplate. This too. Okay, what does this package do? Okay, this package uses for Node. This XSD schema validator for Node.js uses Java, and yeah, now's the moment. And it expects you to have Java compiler and Java installed on your machine where you're running this. There's no way you're gonna have this in any environment whatsoever. Okay, so basically, this is the sorry state of XML on Node.js today. Okay, so the library that I found, XML.js, the only one which supports compact forms, I mean non-compact JSON forms, had one pressing issue, and maybe I can find it really quick, because it actually kind of works. It returns the correct order of elements, but also the XML has something called namespaces, which if you declare a namespace like this, XMLNS equals, for instance, in some URL invoicing, and then some other XMLNS, like these are aliases to namespaces, and they allow you, because XML stands for extensible markup language, right? And the D and H in XML stand for developer happiness. Okay, so it allows you to use some elements from outside the default schema. So, for example, if someone sees it fit to extend your schema, then they can, for example, add comments like this should be URLs, but we're assume that we don't want to make up some example org URLs here, so we're just settle with some made up XML analysis. So we'll do this. Then we add a tag that says. So we're basically using an element from other namespaces, and this is used everywhere. Like every digital invoicing / tax reporting scheme that they use all over the world. Like I even found out there's a European Union standard that's being worked on somewhere that uses the namespaces. So basically, we need support for namespaces. So what happens now is you need to we need to carry over this definition from here down here, so that the parser should know that this C actually means the namespace defined here. So if you ask the parser what namespace is this comment element in, it should return this string, right? It seems simple. Like you could probably write a parser for this that actually recurses down the document tree and basically copies over by object assign. And this is actually what we did. But the issue with this is if you search for namespaces in the repository, there's an issue. Okay, basically this is not the issue that I want to show you, but basically the guy states that he doesn't really understand namespaces at all. So yeah, this is the offer of the library. So okay, if you want to do XML and JavaScript first, think twice if you really need it, and second, you're gonna need a lot of framework stuff done first by you yourself before you can actually hook it up. So you need to choose the right library, and there is just one correct library. So I've just made it easier for you. So that's XML. This is not it. This should actually be XML. JS is the correct one. So if you want to do element ordering, and then you also need to implement namespaces yourself. So have fun, I guess.